Hi. This is kind of a serious topic. I'm doing this head on because it's not casual. I may look beyond because it's right in front of my screen. So, over the weekend, about the Connecticut shooting, there have been claims that that the shooter has Asperger syndrome, or is mild to moderate autistic. I really hope that, people realize that just because he is, doesn't mean that all of us are. Honestly, I can barely leave my house without, someone with me. I can go to the store, but, I had a decent upbringing that when my emotions get too much, I run to my room. I don't run to, I've already seen it in World of Warcraft today, over the public chat channels. People are starting to demonize Asperger's and autism because some news story posted that the kid has Asperger syndrome. And now people are realizing, ooh, there's something that makes him unique, something that makes him different from me. Let's attack it. I've actually opened up a ticket on my server because of the stuff said in the public chat channels, and hopefully it can get squashed pretty quickly, that people need to not bring about such hate speech and stuff, because there's really, see, here's the thing. Asperger syndrome affects, current now is 1 in 88. 1 in 88. So take the United States population and divide that by 88. That's how many people have autism spectrum disorder. Now, how many of those in the last 5 years have committed a violent crime that has gotten this much attention? 2. So it's like, and right now I'm reading the Huffington Post here says that there's no link between Asperger syndrome and violence. But the more quick to act news sites when it first came out, they flaunted it and they honed in on it and they focused on it, and people jumped on the bandwagon. It's really odd. I know they can't actually do anything, but I don't actually feel safe on World of Warcraft right now because of the sheer amount of hate speech that's going around. And I've seen it in public forums on the internet because I did a little search. Asperger syndrome, Connecticut. That's all you pretty much have to do, and you will find threads and boards of this stuff. And people on there, either as anonymous or actually as their users, flooding it with hate speech. And it has nothing to do with it. They said on The View this morning that, he had Asperger syndrome. And I forget who, there was so much talking. that he was mentally sick. And I don't know what they mean, whether what he did was mentally sick, which is obvious, or if, you know, having Asperger syndrome is mentally sick. I don't really know what they mean. And that doctor that they had on today, psychologist, was a soapbox guy. I don't understand how he still has his license when he soapboxes that much. I don't know how you can be, you know, that guy's going to get a lot of flack today because of what he said on The View. I do not remember his name. I don't. But I have talked in my forums, I've read in my forums about parents that have had to keep their kids home from school today. Not because they're afraid that their school is going to have a shooting in it, but because the public outcry against Asperger syndrome. Because a few popular news outlets demonized it. That the guy over in Aurora and the guy in Connecticut were diagnosed with it. And people are screaming for answers right now. And if they have to make them up, they're going to. So, yeah. Sorry for looking off in the distance. It's a certain area I can look at that allows my eyes to drain without coming outside. But yeah, I need people to understand that by demonizing it and forming snap judgments as fast as you are about Asperger syndrome and school shootings and the like, you are doing more harm than you think you're doing. You're trying to protect. I get that. But there are people like me who have done nothing.